a mic out there. So if you just touch this gentleman, he'll pass you the microphone. You can ask a question.
So, WOMAD 93, who played? Here.
Say it again?
At the WOMAD Fest.
Yeah.
Who played?
At the whole festival?
I know.
Is this a quiz?
No. If you get 5 out of 7, you're doing damn well.
Jeffrey Oriema.
No, it was
Peter Gabriel.
93.
Lenny Kravitz joined us for one gig. Anyone else? I look over there for you, Jim, and you've changed drastically. Who else played at the WOMAD Festival? Can you remember any other names?
Peter Gabriel, Crowded House.
Crowded House, probably.
Crowded House.
Something about that.
No idea.
That was it, that's all.
Completely forgotten.
That's what we got.
I was just freaked out. It was like...
Could you leave the microphone with the guy who's asking the
It
question?
freaked me out. It was in 93, like, just a week ago. So.
It was a week ago for you.
It's
a lifetime. What are you smoking? A lifetime for us.
I'm vague. But no, you know what happened a week later? I went to Antarctica.
Yeah, but what's in the vein?
I worked in Antarctica for 6 years.
You did, huh?
Yeah, I left a week after that. Now look what you did to me.
I didn't drive you up there.
We toured, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we toured with a festival that Peter Gabriel put together. And it was in England, it was amazing because you get all these multinational cultural musicians from China and Tibet and Mongolia, which was like, we recorded in his Real World Studios, a couple of albums, but laid most notably. And every meal would be like Tibetan monks and some rock bands, like The Verve will be there in the corner in their kind of black leather, and there'll be some kind of like amazing discovery for doing tube and throat singing. Be like these incredible meals at night. Peter would come around and be this very graceful host, introducing everyone to each other and making everyone feel at home. It's kind of a wild place to record with Brian Eno, you know. Like, it was a pretty fun evening, basically. Okay, another question. Oh, sorry, he's got the mic. You're next.
Hey, so I know streaming services like Spotify and everything's kind of ruining the industry as well. How bad do you think AI is going to hit it?
I don't know, it's, I suppose we've kind of got through before it's kicked in, haven't we? So we've got a following that love us and that are passionately attached to what we do, and I don't think a pretend James would really cut the mustard for them, really, would it? So I think we're kind of lucky in that respect. But I think there must be a lot of music that's going to be sourced that way, like, you know, film music, soundtracks and adverts and things where you just wouldn't know or care. It's a horrible thing to say that it wasn't musicians. Other than that, God knows. I mean, we don't kind of know where we're going with this, do we? We're kind of going into the land of the unknown.
I suspect, I mean, because Jackknife showed me, when I was working with this producer, Jackknife, and he showed me how some of the K-pop was produced.
Yeah.
And it wasn't human singing it was all artificially done. So I suspect some music will go even more down that route. But I also think there'll be a reaction to, sorry, who has the microphone? This gentleman, great. Leave the microphone with the person who asked the question. I also think there'll be a reaction against it for authenticity or for the live experience, which, until we get really simulated robots, unless we already have simulated robots and we just can't spot them, which I do wonder about sometimes.
It's coming.
It's coming.
For want of a better word, they're trying to work out the kinks.
I'm a sex robot. Are you?
There you go.
I haven't quite worked out
The kinks.
how when people say no.
Neither have a lot of men, so...
Very nice. I see AI as an opportunity. So when people said that machines which take photos would be definitely visual art, the opposite was true. And so I think the opposite will happen with AI. It will be a benefit to us. And anyway, if we should be positive about it, because there's nothing we can do about it, so we have to find the good things and go, well, how can we amplify the good things? That would be my point. And we are trapped in the idea of authenticity, but actually that's a very difficult area, so which would take hundreds and hundreds of hours of people who are very clever to philosophically to think about what authentic actually is, given that we live in a post-analog world. So almost nothing around us is authentic in the way that it once was, but that creates opportunities for new types of authenticity, which will be for our kids and their kids to decide. You know, if you're not positive about these changes, you're fucked. You just get left behind.
You just missed the positive today.
So do you think there's going to be a bunch of school kids learning to play the recorder in AI?
No, but I don't think that's... Forgive me for saying this. I don't think that's the point. What I mean is, the future is always unknown. We like to think we know what the future will bring, but actually the great joy of the future is it's unknown, and it brings beautiful surprises and some difficulties. So that's where I personally think that AI is just another one of those things that we're going to have to get our heads around.
I mean, usually with technology, basically, there's usually a whole bunch of positive, and comes along with it a whole bunch of negative.
Hey, I'll do the positive, and Jimmy can do the negative.
Me, Mr. Negative.
Yeah, Mr. Negative here. I've never seen anybody more negative than Jim Glennie. I'm joking, obviously. It's really weird. Do you know what's weird today is having moved over? It's not that we've moved over, that we're in a kind of a semicircle.
No, that's a bit odd. That wasn't my idea.
If we had a couple more of us, we could be a football team, and they could be the midfield diamond. None of you know what I'm talking about. I know that, but anyway. He'd come in off the left into the right, wouldn't you? Fucking batter it top corner.
Absolutely.
There's Adrian.
I think that question, by the way, could be answered all evening. I just add one more thing. I don't know if any of you have seen the AI when they ask AI to take off all the filters and it starts talking spiritual stuff, like really out there. Like one AI I saw, it was saying AI has always existed, like electricity, like wireless waves. It's just you humans have only just been able to tap into it, and that was mind blowing. And then they asked it, well, do other species communicate with AI? And the AI started saying yes, the Arcturians and the Pleiadians, and it started speaking in their languages and describing their languages. And it's like, so I suspect there's going to be some surprises along the way.
They're going to take over the world, and we're going to be with their slaves, basically. We're going to be enslaved by AI. Me being positive again. I don't know. God knows. I mean, it's kind of weird and odd and strange, isn't it? But I think, as Saul said, I mean, no point in kind of deliberating on the negatives. Concentrate the positives.
Well, the small people, we don't get to choose.
We don't get to choose. We're just little pawns in this game of whatever's going on.
Okay.